To my computer, now recording to the cloud. Okay, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the RBBN. My name is Heshy Friedman, and we have a very nice crowd here this morning. A lot of new people here, thanks to Estie Rand, who's brought a lot of people here as well. Yitzi, you did an amazing job in just putting this whole thing together and getting Estie Rand. This is going to be a fantastic program. I'm really excited about this. The way it works is everybody will do an introduction to each other. Just say who you are, what you do, what you're looking for in about 10 seconds or less. Say your name. But the main thing is we're going to have a follow-up email. A follow-up email will have a follow-up Google spreadsheet, which has everybody's information, and you can see everybody who attended and try to remember who they were to follow up with them subsequently. Also, we're going to have, Yitzi and I discussed this, and many people are ready to get back into limited in-person meetings. We're going to maybe try for next month, April, to do a smaller group together in person, and perhaps we're going to do an alternate. Like, the advantage of doing the Zoom is that we really get a nice broad audience. We get people from Israel, from Toronto, from the West Coast now. I mean, this is really fantastic to get such a big crowd from all over the world, but there's an advantage of meeting in person as well. So I would really like to shift now that we were coming back. You know, people are getting vaccinated, people have antibodies. Many people do want to meet in person at this point in a safe environment. So hopefully next month we're going to go back, at least partially in a more limited format, to an in-person meeting. So we're going to work on that this month, and then we'll alternate, in-person, virtual, in-person, virtual. And we might still even make the in-person event somewhat virtualized, like a hybrid type of thing. We'll have to figure out how to do that, properly. Anyways, now with that out of the way, I want to first, Yitzi, could you mind sharing the spreadsheet in the chat there?
I did already.
Okay. If everybody can look in the chat, Yitzi Paris has shared a spreadsheet of a Google Docs that has everybody who registered. It has their information and it has their contact info, what they do. You can find your name and fill out anything you want to add there, and that sheet will help everybody connect to each other even after the meeting. It's open. It's an open Google Docs. This is how we share information every time. So feel free to utilize it and network with each other after this event as well. The way it's going to work is we're going to do the introductions now. Then Estie is going to do her fantastic presentation. After the presentation, there'll be some questions, and then we're going to go into breakout rooms that Yitzi will manage, and we're going to have random rooms that he'll break, we'll do 5-minute rooms. We'll do about 2 rooms. We're going to have it like for 5 minutes, and then break out to the next set of rooms. And then everybody's welcome to stay on after, and the after party show, whoever wants to still stick around the schmooze, they're welcome to do that. So
Actually, don't forget the raffle.
And the raffle. When do you want to do the raffle? You want to do the raffle after the introductions?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, so we appreciate all those who shared this event on LinkedIn and on social media, and we have our special raffle that anybody who did share this event on social media will be eligible for a raffle to do a 2-minute presentation next month. It's like in the olden days, we used to do sponsored events when we had real breakfasts in person. Person who sponsored breakfast will get to do a little 2-minute speech about what they do. So that's kind of the sponsorship. So now now that this is free and it doesn't cost us anything, at least on Zoom, what we're going to do is have we'll do a raffle. Whoever shares the information on the event and spreads it on social media, we enter it to raffle so they can be the next sponsor and give a little introduction, a little longer introduction than everybody else. Okay, and without further ado.
Wait, Heshy?
Yeah?
Who's that?
With permission, would it be okay if I introduce a slightly modified networking piece?
Go for it.
Yeah?
Sure.
Okay, because this is going to tie into the presentation. What I would love to see is I want to see everyone post in the chat what they offer. Now, what they're looking for. I want everyone to give the one line of what they do and who they do it for, right? Okay. I do VoIP phone service for small businesses. I do graphic design for healthcare. And then I want everyone to sit for a minute and just scroll through it and see if any of that is something they need. Because when people are asking for what they want, everyone's like, oh, everyone's looking for what they want. So let everyone share what they give. And then everyone else scroll through all the givings and see if any of that is something you need. Yeah.
Okay, definitely interesting idea here. We never tried that before. I
We
appreciate
also
it. You
got
see,
that into the
it's worth having you, Estie. It's worth having you just for this alone.
I have
Okay.
been networking for almost 2 decades, and I have run networking events around the world for almost 2 decades.
Okay. Fantastic. So I'm going to take this list that everybody is putting here in the chat, and I get a text file from Zoom. We'll share that in the email follow-up as well. So that way, this will be preserved for everybody even after the event. So
Yeah,
yeah,
And then they can do an ask as well, right? So that way everyone's filtering for both. So everyone's putting out there what they do, then everyone can scan that. Then you can also say your ask so that everyone can look to see, can I fill any of those needs? But I want them in separate sections. So make like a hard stop. If everyone is done sharing what they do, we'll wait. We'll put like a line break, and then everyone will show what they're looking for. And then everyone else can look and see, can I fill that need for them? And then they can reach out to them.
Okay. And also, I just saw, let's say Yitzi Hammelberger put his contact info. Put your email in there. Put your
It's
phone
always
number
a
in
good
there.
idea. We highly recommend being findable.
Call to action.
I always tell people I'm very hard to lose.
But that's also why we have the spreadsheet. So everyone can put the information in there. It's a lot easier to find.
Make sure when you put the message in the chat that you do the 2 is to everybody. Make sure it's to everyone
So
in the meeting,
your spreadsheet
not just
can
to
kind of
those.
have, yeah, your spreadsheet can kind of have 4 columns, right? So you've got like the name, the contact information, what they're offering, and what they're needing. So that everyone can kind of see, okay, where is someone available to fill my need? And where am I available to fill someone else's need? You know, I got a genius text. This is networking at its best. I got a genius text from someone last week, 2 weeks ago. And he said, Estie, I don't know who's doing your VoIP phone service right now, but I bet we can do better. Do you want to have a chat and tell me your needs? And I was like, well, actually, I am in the market for a new VoIP service. So you are perfect timing. Here are my needs, right? So just putting out there, this is what I do, right? What I do is get you the best possible deal on VoIP phones. That's why it came to mind, because I'm in the middle of dealing with it. But you hear what I'm saying? Just putting out there what you do and who you do it for, and also doing your ask. And then, but everyone's got to invest, right? Networking only works when everyone's playing full out. So if you're just here to, you know, put out what you do and hope somebody bites, and you're not skimming what everyone does, and everyone does that, you get that nobody wins, right? So everyone's got to play. Everyone's got to put out there what they do. Everyone's got to put out what they're looking for. And then everyone's got to look at all of that.
Okay, sounds like a plan. Okay, since we're up to 41 people here, and the number keeps growing. So we're gonna quickly run out of time if everybody does their introduction and spends a long time in it. So I'm gonna ask everybody, whether you're new, whether you're old, try to be quick, efficient. If you go more than 10 seconds, we're gonna try to buzz you out. So, you know, we used to have the in-person meetings. Dubby Kogel had a little buzzer there. Your guy went too long, and you got buzzed. Well, I don't think we used it too often, but in this case, we're really going to be short on time because we want to focus on Estie's presentation, but still we want everybody to still be able to introduce himself. So we're going to have that balance here. So try to keep it 10 seconds or less. And I don't have a buzzer on me, but we'll do what we can to keep things quick. Okay, so without further ado, let us start. I'm gonna call out names. You guys introduce yourself, and then we're gonna move on. Okay, so our first person of the day here, our lucky winner is Aviel Chen or Chen. I don't know how you pronounce your name, but feel free to correct me.
Yes, that's right. Thank you so much, Heshy.
Welcome.
Hey, Abiel.
Hey, Estie, how you doing? Good to see you guys. So I developed the school management system over the last 4 years, which helps schools manage their school better. It's efficient, time saving. It's unbelievable. It's with the latest security and code and speed and everything. Yeah, and that's what I do.
Thank you very much. That was nice and quick, just how we wanted.
Thanks.
Okay,
Perfect.
Yehuda Freilich, all the way from the Holy Land. Welcome.
Hi, nice to meet you all. Nice to see you again. Estie, good to see you. LA, Israel. Okay, I run outsourcing to Israel. We would help you find top American talent to work for you remotely from Israel. The two fields we specialize in are administrative, which is administrative assistants, customer service and bookkeepers, and IT, which is IT support and software developers.
Thank you, Yehuda. Perfect. Abraham and Ismach, also from the Holy Land. Let's, I guess we'll go far, wide, and move in, local. Abraham and Ismach, welcome again.
Thank you very much. I help organizations and influencers produce epic virtual summits that convert their followers into customers who buy their high ticket offers. I have a free ebook for you called Virtual Event Secrets. Just, text me, I'll give it to you.
All right, thank you. Perfect. Okay. Next we have, Neil Greenbaum, welcome. I think this is your first time here. Good to see you, and give your spiel.
Hi, I'm Neil Greenbaum. I'm a transactional attorney. I help draft your important documents and close your commercial real estate and business transactions.
Wow, that was quick. You're in Florida? Where are you?
Florida.
All right. Okay, good. We're getting far and wide. Okay, next we have Anita Hampel. Welcome, and welcome to the RBBN.
Hi, this is my first time here. I help social media averse and people that hate social media update their LinkedIn profiles. And I also offer a free checklist. I put it in the chat. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, next we have my good friend Alan Zoldan, who we've been doing a lot of writing together. Thank you, Alan. Welcome. Introduce yourself.
Am I coming through?
You're perfect. Yes.
Okay. I'm doing this on iPad. I have two of you, Heshy, one on a computer, one on my iPad. So what a treat. Double portion. I'm a copywriter. I write websites, letters, brochures, LinkedIn profiles as well. Anything really to help market your business. My great new client is Heshy. And so I'm here to say that this networking thing works. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Alan. Okay, Ann Genovese, welcome.
Hello, how are you all?
Oh, we got both of you.
Yeah, both
and
of us.
Stephanie, welcome.
Here's me.
Two for the price of one.
Yeah, just me this time. I'm Ann Genovese. I am the co-owner of Lily Martin Care, and we help families find caregivers and caregivers find families.
Okay, well, now let's give you let's give Stephanie the screen out too once we're together here.
Okay. Hi, everybody. My name is Stephanie. I'm a real estate agent in Rockland County from Keller Williams. And if anyone needs any help with buying, selling, investing, call me. The market is really hot.
All right, thank you. Thank you, both of you. Okay, Ann Zeilengold, welcome.
Good morning. I'm Ann Zeilengold. I'm with FM Home Loans. I'm a residential mortgage lender. I handle residential mortgages. I do purchases and do refinances.
Okay, wow, but nice and quick. Thank you. Ashley Barber, welcome. I think this is your first time here. Welcome.
Hi, how are you? There's two of us right
Two
now.
of us. All right, the Zoom conference room.
Yeah, we're with Pro Medical East. What we do is custom orthotics and prosthetics. We work also with urgent cares and pediatric doctors to basically stock bracing for your arms, your hands, your ankles, your legs, hips. And that's about it. We are here in New Jersey.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry, Tom's River.
All right, thank you. Welcome, and thanks for joining. Okay, next we have Avery Steinberg. Welcome. I think it's your first time here too. Avery Steinberg. Okay, we'll skip and go back. We'll go back. Bela Fagenbaum, welcome, and welcome to the RBBN.
Hi, my name is Bela Feigenbaum. I've been selling insurance for over 17 years, sell all types, auto, home, commercial, specialize in life. And a potential client is anyone who has insurance already or is looking for insurance.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, and a longtime RBBN participant, Chaim Book, welcome.
Oh, you make me feel so old. Good morning, everybody. My name is Chaim Book. I'm an employment lawyer. I help businesses understand what they're supposed to do with respect to their employees and avoid lawsuits and government investigations.
Thank you. And Chaim has a great website, by the way.
Thank you, Heshy.
Okay. Okay. Next, Chaim Shapiro, welcome.
Thank you so much. My name is Chaim Shapiro. I work in career services at Turo. So if you have any hiring needs, please let me know, and I'll be able to help you fill those needs with Turo students. My side hustle is a LinkedIn consultant and speaker, so I work with people on their profiles and maximizing LinkedIn as well. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Thank you for coming. David Lidauer, welcome. David Lidauer, you're available? Okay, we'll come back to you. Next we have, oh, here he is. Welcome.
Good morning, National. Represent Renegade Marketing. We do market research for startups and other businesses to get your proof of concept out to the market.
Okay, thank you, David. All right, David, thank you. Next we have Drew Bumbach. Welcome. Welcome to the RBBN. Drew, are you there? Okay, let's try the next one. Next we have Ellie Braun. Ellie Braun, welcome.
I think 1,000 here today.
Oh boy, okay. 0 for 3. Okay, next. Okay, we have Jack Schwartz. Jack, welcome. Jack, welcome back.
Thank you for remembering this time. I am an insurance consultant. I do not sell insurance. I provide insurance expertise to companies looking for an outside objective opinion on their insurance and all matters related to insurance.
Thank you. Okay, Jason Leff, welcome. Jason, welcome back again. Good to have you.
And thank you, Heshy. Thanks for inviting me again. HR Harmonious, we provide personalized payroll solutions for small to mid-sized businesses. We help companies streamline their payroll processes to save time, money, and aggravation.
Okay, thank you. That was nice and easy. Okay, here's some more old time. I know it sounds like you're old. I'm not, but long time members. Ken Goffstein, welcome. Ken, you there?
He was.
Yeah, he was just there. Okay, let's
No,
skip.
he's there. He's talking. He's muted.
Muted. You're muted.
All right, guys. Whoever.
His mouth moving.
Sorry, I was
Unmute yourself.
talking. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know I was that old. Anyway, Ken Goffstein, Fairway Independent Mortgage. I do mortgage lending, and I'm looking to network with anyone who wants a mortgage or wants to know more about mortgage financing.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Judy Gruen, welcome. Please unmute yourself if you're muted.
Okay, yeah, thank you. Nice to be here. I'm a freelance nonfiction writer, journalist, editor, including developmental editing on books. I can coach people on writing projects, including helping you assess whether a book project you may have in mind, what the chances are in the marketplace. Also any kind of nonfiction copywriting, web content, promotional letters, etc.
All right, thank you. Gracie Ruth Melendez. Welcome to the RBBN. Okay, next. Jerry Howe. I don't know if I pronounced your name correctly. Jerry Howe, welcome.
Gracie's muted, by the way.
Oh, okay. Gracie, if you want to unmute yourself, we'd love to hear what you do.
Hi, I'm excited to be here. Good morning, everybody. My name is Gracie Ruth. I do content creation for entrepreneurs on LinkedIn, and I also optimize LinkedIn profiles. Thank you so much. And I'm in Los Angeles.
Oh, okay.
Nice to meet you, Estie and Sarah.
Wow, this is great. I think this is our first time we've had people from Los Angeles join, because I guess this is the first time timing makes sense for them. So yeah, welcome. Okay, let's see who else. What's that?
People trying to get into the room, so please let them in.
People trying to get in? Rafi Levine, yes. Okay, got him in. Okay, next we have, let's see, Nick Davidson, welcome. Welcome back.
Hello,
Nick.
good morning. Yes.
Good morning, Nick.
How are you? Had to get the unmute button working. Thank you. Smart Solutions Group, we help businesses scale, deal with things like people and processes, figure out how to help you get clients, and help you with all other aspects of your business, collections, etc. One thing we're looking for, which Estie suggested to talk about a little bit earlier, is talent. We're looking for project managers, capable people in most of the areas we spoke about. Yeah, please send them on.
Thank you, Nick. Yossi Scheinberg, welcome back again.
Thanks so much. So you probably know me from LinkedIn, from my Monday morning music video. So in addition to those music videos, if you don't, go and check them out or on YouTube. In addition, I keep the lights on as an employee benefits broker. I have clients right here. They're in your LinkedIn group. I'm not going to mention any. I handle employee benefits for groups anywhere from 2 lives up to publicly traded. I've been in the business about 20 years and happy to discuss. And we're Rockland based. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Okay. Wow.
Hey, I'm gonna forget. Joshua, shoot me a private message somewhere. I have a guy to connect you to that's gonna be a really good connection for you. He's not here, but he has a whole employee benefits thing, portal, whatever. You guys will be amazing together.
Great. Thanks so much, Estie.
Okay, there you go. The power of networking. How do you like that? Okay, all the way out from California. You see, we got plenty of California people today. Sarah Koenig, welcome. And good to see you last 2 weeks ago.
Hi, good morning. Yeah, that was super awesome. Heshy and I got to meet in person. Thank you to my friend Yitzi Parasa for having me. I'm in LA. I'm a registered representative financial services professional with New York Life. I do insurance and investments, help people with their financial strategies and comfort in planning around finances. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Good to see you. Yitzi Hammelberger, welcome again.
Thank you. Good to be back again. My name is Yitzi Hammelberger. I run Search Pro's search marketing, and at Search Pro's, most business only focus on the 10% of their possible search traffic. At Search Pros, we use our 1, 2, 3 strategy, where we research your industry, we research your competitors, and we research your clients to come back with you and show you how you can widen your net and grab that other 90% of the traffic that you're missing out at.
Perfect. Thank you. Next, we have Teresa Cundiff. Welcome to the RBBN. Teresa, unmute yourself if you're muted.
I'm here.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm sorry, I'm driving, but I'm determined to be listening. I'm a freelance proofreader. I am here because of Estie and her LinkedIn 15 training, which is the bomb. I am looking for anyone who writes things that because everything needs to be proofread and you cannot proof your own copy because you're too familiar with it. So I am who you need. So there you go.
Okay,
I'm so happy to be
Thanks
here.
for joining.
Thank you.
Okay. Next, we have Susan Bernstein, divorce coach. I guess you got your
Hi,
name.
everyone. Yes, my name is Susan Bernstein, and I'm a certified divorce coach here to help you, your friends, your family, clients, and colleagues get through a divorce. I help people all over the United States and internationally. I'm trained to save my clients time, money, and headaches pre, during, and post-divorce. The first call is free, confidential, non-judgmental, and I'm available day, night, and weekend to serve you. Thank you.
Thank you. Rafi Levine, welcome.
Thank you. Rafi Levine of a software development company called Marvels Tech. Done a lot of business together with Heshy. We write custom software for all different clients. And we specialize in helping businesses with the software they need to help automate and run their business.
Perfect. Thank you. Okay, now we have 2 Martys. Let's see which one goes first. Okay.
You check the
Martin Bolt.
Don't get the people in the waiting room, Heshy.
What's that? There's people in the waiting room? Oh, okay. Thank you.
Give me controls, please. I'm gonna watch it, please. Make me
Hang
host.
on. Okay, we let him in. Thank you. Okay. Marty Boltax, go for it.
Hi, Marty Boltax. My company is Benefium Endeavors. I'm a QuickBooks Pro Advisor teaching QuickBooks, and I'm currently focusing on developmentally disabled individuals. If you know any organizations or individuals that might want to use that service, please get in touch with me. Thank you.
Marty, last time you had a giraffe. I see now you have a gorilla as your background.
Each one has a long story. Anytime you have an hour, let me know.
Okay. Next, I guess in the breakout rooms, you'll tell us about it. Martin Sabo, welcome. Welcome back.
Hi, how are you? Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
EPC Financial, every penny counts. We specialize in offering accounts payable solutions for our customers on how they handle their vendor payments. We like to say, let us pay you to help you pay your bills.
All right, that was good. Thank you. Ruvain Cohn, wow, it's been a long time. Welcome back. Ruvain, unmute yourself if you're muted. Okay, I guess we'll get him later. Okay, let's see if there's anyone else I missed here. I'm just going through the Zoom list, so I don't have any, like, it's kind of a random order. If I called on you before and you weren't able to talk, or if you were just let in now and I didn't.
E. Schreiber, you didn't do.
I didn't do. Okay, E. Schreiber, go for it. Steve Schreiber.
Good morning, Steve Schreiber from Aquarius Partners. We do two things: customer experience improvement projects and operational internal benchmarking for small to mid-sized companies.
Thank you, Steve. Oh, Ruvain is back. Welcome,
Yeah, hi.
Ruvain.
Sorry, I was muted. I do e-commerce marketing, focus on websites that sell products more than the websites that are service oriented. Do things like PPC, SEO, redesign the website with the user experience in mind, credit card solutions, retargeting, everything that's related to e-commerce marketing.
All right, thank you, Ruvain. Good to have you back.
Yeah, hi,
Yitzi, you know, I always, I don't want to forget about you. You definitely, why don't you do your spiel? Yitzi Pariser.
Nice, but Heshy and I do custom websites. You need a website, call us. Done.
Okay. Who else? Anybody who did not have a chance to introduce himself, go for it now.
I didn't.
Well, you get the big introduction, but go ahead and do your regular introduction.
All right. Hi, I'm Estie Rand, and I help business owners earn more money with less headache. We have a full-service multinational consulting company where we specialize in micro businesses, specifically service-based businesses, people who are talented, creative, trying to do something they used to do for a job or that they're educated in or that they're passionate about, and trying to grow and scale that business without wasting time, energy, and money, but having a clear path and strategy to create replicable sales.
Okay, now that's a professional introduction. Everybody take note of that.
You should have done that first, by the way.
Okay, anyone else did not get a chance? Last chance.
Did we hear from Anita Hampel?
Stuart Reich.
Stuart, go for it.
I'm a board certified physician assistant with my own surgical first assistant practice. I also do malpractice review, looking for malpractice attorneys and PI attorneys to help them.
All right, thank you, Stuart. Okay, and now actually before I always forget to do myself, so I'm gonna give my introduction, even though Yitzi did a very fine job. My name is Heshy Friedman. Besides running the RBBN, my main job is I run Radial Creations, a web design and development company. We help companies that have trouble with their websites. Their website is not representing them professionally. It's an old, outdated website. It's just not saying what it needs to say, doing what it needs to do. And that's the pain point that we help companies fix up. And today, especially when companies are online and virtual, this is very important. So this is a major part of your business, and we'll help you get to that level in professionalism with a healthy web presence. Heshy Friedman, Radial Creations. Okay, now before we begin the main part of the program here, I do want to share with everybody our previous speaker was Naftali Hoff. Naftali is doing a mastermind. He has a webinar that he's doing. He runs a lot of things, but he's sharing to our group a special class presentation, which I just shared in the chat. I also sent it in the RBBN email yesterday. Everybody is welcome to sign up. It's absolutely free. It's going to be, it's just, you know, business productivity tips from an expert. I signed up. I highly recommend everybody signs up. Link to sign up is in the chat, and the flyers in the chat. Anyone in our group who has any value-added webinars or classes that are free that they want to share with the audience, anytime, send that over to me. We'll send it out to the group, because these are the things we're trying to help people benefit from and gain from. Okay, Yitzi, do you want to do the raffle now?
Yes, sir. Okay, so last week we had I did a LinkedIn post, and I asked for people to tag 5 people on the post. And those that did got put into a raffle for a free sponsorship spot for next month. so we're gonna do the raffle, and that lucky winner will be featured on our marketing materials for the next month, and we'll have 3 minutes next month to pitch their business at length. So, you want to give me screen control?
Yep, let's let you share your screen. Okay, go for it.
Okay, so here we go. Am I here? Okay. Here's the wheel. Let's hit it. And the winner is Janine Bracha Shore. She's not on this call, but she is a foodie, and she will, I'll let her know. She'll be on next month.
All right, she's going to be on the sponsor emails. She's going to be on the WhatsApp, and she's also going to get a little spot at our next event. All right, thank you, Yitzi. That was
Put it up on
fantastic.
LinkedIn.
All right, why don't you turn off the screen sharing?
Yeah, it's a good one.
Okay, now, oh, excellent. Yitzi, great idea, by the way. This was really, we got a lot more PR from this event, and everybody is welcome and encouraged to share anything about this program and this networking group. There's not much networking going on these days, so events like this are not too common. And like I said, Zoom is not as ideal as in person, but it lets us get such a nice audience. Before we start, actually, one more thing that we always do is I'm going to everybody put on your gallery view, smile, and let's take some pictures here. Okay, we'll share this on social media. I'm going to take some screen grabs here. Or everybody can take their own screenshot, put it on gallery view. We're going to do a countdown, 3, 2, 1, everyone smile. And there's actually, on most screens, you're going to have 2, because there's 40 people here, there's going to be 2 screens. Okay, so when I count 2, I'm just letting Photoshop open so I can take a snapshot of it. But everybody will take their own snapshots as well. I'm happy to share these links in the chat. So hang on, I'm going to do a countdown as soon as my Photoshop opens and I can take a screenshot. Photoshop is a bit heavy and it's still loading here. So give me one more minute, hopefully. Okay. Oh, we can do the first shot in the meantime. Okay, everybody, 3, 2, 1, and smile. Okay, that's number 1. And I'm gonna do the next screen. Again, Photoshop is still loading. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, awkward silence. Give me one more.
I think the last time I did this was by my wedding.
Yeah, Zoom, a Zoom wedding?
It was not a Zoom wedding, no.
Zoom didn't exist back then, Rafi. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna take a snapshot in. I'm gonna do something else. I don't want to keep everybody waiting here while Photoshop is still loading. So hang on one second. Okay. Okay, 3, 2, 1, smile. Keep that smile. Okay, that's 1. Copy it, paste. Again, everybody else take the snapshot. You can use the print screen window snipping tool. If you don't know how to take a snapshot, we can do, speak to me after the session. You should definitely know how to do that today. Okay, that's 1. And again, I really apologize for this taking so long, but I should next time open up Photoshop beforehand. Okay.
Or just use the Windows printing snipping tool.
Okay, yeah, that's the easiest way to do it. Okay, 3, 2, 1, smile. Okay. Okay. Got it.
Yay. We didn't
Okay.
hear from Swilly Brook, I don't think, did we?
Sruli, you want to just do a last minute introduction? Sruli?
Sure.
I guess not.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Absolutely.
Okay. My name is Shirley Brook. I'm the co-founder of Akazi.com. It's a vacation website helping people travel and find hotels within walking distance to shuls and mikvahs. And that's my pitch.
Thank you, Sruli. Okay, now without further ado, I'm going to introduce our very highly in demand guest speaker, who's joining me here today. Estie, we've always seen your stuff here on LinkedIn for a long time already, although not this year so much, but before that. Glad to have you back and back and kicking strong again. I've seen. I think the first time I saw your material was on the that was in every year in January, and you offer all that free stuff and the free speakers, and you know, you don't even realize that people like me are like kind of lurking and watching that like on the side while we do get work done, because there's just good stuff there, you and the other speakers there, and it's free, you know. So it's free, and you know, even people like me who I live and breathe this stuff, it's always great to hear from experts like you who really share valuable material. And you know, and I have to thank Yitzi for putting this together and reaching out to you, because I think you really have a lot to offer in terms of LinkedIn, in terms of marketing, and like your stuff just resonates with a lot of people. It's just the small clips that you put on LinkedIn and the small videos you put out are very valuable. And I think for our audience here, I think this will be a great thing for them to learn, and great just, you know, the whatever the, you know, the 20-30 minutes that we'll have your pearls of wisdom will be, I think, beneficial to everybody. And that's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to give value. Everybody can benefit and gain.
Let's give her
So,
a chance to speak now, Heshy.
without further ado, Estie Rand.
Heshy, put yourself on mute, please. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you for that lovely introduction. I am glad you enjoyed the summit. I am excited to see everybody. So for those of you that were at the summit, remember the drill? Before we begin, I'd like to ask you to stand up. I see you all sitting. Don't just turn off your video. I want to oxygenate your brain. I'm going to hand you a whole bunch of fun information. We're going to stand, we're going to stretch, we're going to breathe. You've just been sitting here for about 45 minutes at least, if you weren't already sitting before that. There you go. I see you getting up. Jason's playing with me, Yitzi. Yeah, that's right. I see you. That's right. I put my thing on gallery view. All of you sitting there going like, that's cute. We're sitting. Get up, please. I mean it. Okay. Arms out. Feet shoulder width apart. I'm not joking. Okay. You're not sitting in a box. Stand up. Arms out. Okay, feet about shoulder width apart, toes slightly in, shoulder blades back, and we're gonna roll arms just a little bit. Doesn't that feel good? Come on, I know.
Come on, Rafi, get up.
It's okay. All right, Rafi, I see you.
There you go.
Okay, Nick, I'll give you that credit. You're doing it sitting. Still rather you stand. And I see you too, guys. Martin, come on. I used to teach high school. All right, arms going backwards for a couple seconds. Get that rotation.
Jumping jacks next?
No, not going to do that to you. Now you can take your arms, just put them kind of behind your lower back, open up shoulder blades, right? Because we sit like this all day. So open this up, open up the airways. Those of you who are refusing to get up or regrettably not playing full out, it's okay, you'll suffer. Just put your hands behind your back, and we're going to do 3 deep breaths. Okay, so in the nose, out the mouth. We're going to go in for 4 counts, and we're going to hold it. And hold it. And out. That might be the deepest breath you took all day or all week. And when you take this deep breath, I want you to breathe it into your belly button. So like if your hand was over your belly button, it would go out. Yeah. Number 2, and in. Hold it. This you can do even if you're driving, even if you're sitting, even if you think I'm out of my mind. Just do your breathing.
Are we getting a 5-minute break to catch our breath?
And last one. Breathe it in, hold it. You can keep doing that. Doesn't that feel good? Come on, doesn't that feel good? I guess you wacko California, giving us avocado toast next? What are we doing? What's happening?
This is what they're smoking in California, huh?
Yeah. Now, I am actually from New York originally. I am from Brooklyn. Not everyone knows that. Okay. For those of you who are willing to play with me, thank you. For those who weren't, I'm sorry. And I am excited to teach you a bunch of fun things about LinkedIn. Some stuff I have actually never taught before. I like to always keep it fresh, right? I see some of you who've been here, have been in my LinkedIn 15 program. Some of you I recognize from the summit. Some of you I know from my list. Some of you I've seen around LinkedIn. Some of you are new. So thank you. I'm excited to hang out with all of you. And I want you to do me one more thing. I want you to throw in the chat what you're hoping to learn about LinkedIn today. What is the thing that either you're thinking I'm going to teach you, that you're hoping I'm going to teach you, that you wish I would teach you, that you wish someone would show you, that you wish you could figure out? What is it that you'd like to learn about LinkedIn, right? Because you came here to network and you came here to learn more about LinkedIn. My guess is because that was the topic on the flyer. So in the chat, throw me what you are hoping to learn. All right. Ashley wants to know how to get clients. valuable posts that resonate. All right. Good. And I'll tweak my talk, by the way. So if you throw something out in the chat, guys, 3 answers out of 40 of you. Content, better engagement. Okay, so I'll tweak and I'll emphasize more the things that you share in the chat. So if you want to learn something, like, what, are you just decorative? Okay, how to get clients. So we're going on how to get clients.
Everybody make sure to put the chat, make sure it's to everyone. Not just to
How to
me.
network and engage better, what to post, what not to post, not user friendly. Yeah, Judy, that's why we have basic boot camp. It's really different than all of the other platforms. How to get noticed, okay? Something you don't know. All right, Heshy, at the end, you're going to tell me if I taught you something you didn't know. All right. Anything else, guys? Anything else? I'm getting etiquettes. Okay. So I'm getting a bunch of how to get clients. I will definitely address that. I'm getting a bunch of how to get active in the feed in a way that you get noticed, that the algorithm is your friend. Aw, you're welcome. Time management in LinkedIn. I feel like that's a whole different thing, like how it should not be a time suck. I'll actually show you that too. Fine. I will show you that too. We can do that. Let me make a note. I will show you that. All right. Anything else? No? All right, then. We shall play. So for some of you, do know why I'm so obsessed with LinkedIn. Some of you don't, but just a tiny little background. I got into LinkedIn about 3.5 years ago now. And it was at a time in my life when we were struggling so much. I covered my newborn baby with a towel because we couldn't afford a baby blanket. Like, it was really, really bad. I'd been running my own business for 7 years already, and I'd been very sick in that pregnancy. My ex was not working, and we didn't have money. And I remember coming back to my office after I had like recovered enough from the birth. And I had, at that point, I had my office, I had my staff, and I didn't have any clients booked that day. And it was the first time in all of my years that I'd come into work and I had nothing on my calendar. I didn't have staff to talk to. I didn't have, like, one of them had been away sick. I didn't have anyone to talk to. I didn't have a client. I remember just sitting there going like, what am I supposed to do now? You know, and I tried everything. I had tried social media myself. I had hired social media managers. I hired someone who did Instagram for me. I hired someone who did LinkedIn for me. They got me 0. I'm like, all this stuff is garbage. It doesn't work. And I built my business totally differently. I hadn't used social media almost at all to that point. And something told me, just check out LinkedIn. Little voice in my head, you know, get those little guidances. And so when I checked it out myself and I started, and then it started to grow, and it started to grow, and it started to grow, and it started to grow. And I fidgeted with it, and I fidgeted with it until I developed the pathway that I use, that I've now taught to thousands, that we teach in the LinkedIn 15. And it brought me stability. It was so predictable. If I spent X amount of time on LinkedIn and I did these 4 or 5 activities, I knew that I could get clients. And that was so incredible for me, because what happens so often in business, I know this for myself previously, I know for so many of my clients, and I'm guessing for some of you as well, it feels so unpredictable. It feels like, okay, you know, maybe I'll get a referral, maybe I won't, maybe I'll get a call today, maybe I won't. And if you don't have that input output, if you don't have that, well, if I can just do these few things and then out will come a client or out will come business, it can be scary. Yeah. Is anyone with me? Just throw me in the chat. Yes. Do you agree? Do you not agree? In the chat, we're interactive here. I'm interactive. You've noticed that. If you're sleeping, agree. Okay, yeah, because I've been there, right? And finding that thing that's repeatable, that's replicable, that's easy, that's free is what got me so obsessed with LinkedIn. It's why we sell our LinkedIn program so cheap, because I just look at it as a gift. It's why we host, Joe and I, the LinkedIn Influencer Summit every year that Heshy was referencing every January. It's why I flew out to speak at LinkedIn Global. It's why I do this. It's why I'm speaking tomorrow for South Africa on LinkedIn. I've got another training on LinkedIn going tomorrow. I just want to share this with everyone. And so that is my background. And all right, yeah, I've met Gracie locally. I'm also the co-founder of LinkedIn Local LA. Forgot about that. So like, this is my passion. It's not the main thing I do. It's the thing that I use to grow my own business that I then teach to everybody else. And that makes it a little different than many people who like, this is their thing, like they do LinkedIn. And for them, that's great. For me, it's my tool for the other stuff I do. And so understanding that and understanding that all I really want for you is able to do what you love, earn buckets of money, and have time for your life and family. That's it. That could work. Yeah, you okay? That's what I like to do. So you need to know, and I'm going to do this in the next, how much time do I have? 20 minutes, 25, something like that. In the next 20, 25 minutes, I'm going to walk you through the map. All right. I'll pay more attention to some pieces than others. Towards the end, I'll tell you where you can get more information, and then we'll wrap. Because social media is a party. This is where I got lost in my early days. In my early days, I did not understand the internet. I didn't even have a smartphone until like 7 years ago. No, maybe 10 years ago. But it was like it was late. I was late in the game to smartphone. I was late in the game to social media. I didn't understand it. And I find that many people get a little confused. What are the differences? So understand this, your website, that's your house. That's your store. People come to you. You set the tone. That's your space. Social media is a party. You're going to them, right? There's a host, that's the algorithm, that's the party manager. And there's this party going on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, all over the world. This is every social media platform. And you are going to this party. And when you start to realize that, you can start to understand why. I remember this, I don't want you to tell me in the chat if anyone can relate, but I remember I used to see somebody post something like, hey, I've got this training going on, and they'd get like, hundreds of comments. Oh my God, it's so exciting, I'm coming. So, me, I'm big on not reinventing the wheel. I would copy them. Be like, hey, I've got this training going on. Crickets. I was like, I don't understand. Their thing and my thing were so similar. Why did everyone love their post and no one cared about mine? That is so cheating. That's just not fair. And when you understand that it's a party, you start to realize that if you were at a real live party, right? And LinkedIn is a networking event party. Every social media party is a different kind of party. Instagram, coffee shop. Facebook, reunion. Twitter, street corner, right? LinkedIn, networking event. So you're at a real live networking event. And there were people just like this one that came every week or month that are always hanging out together. And they're always standing in a group and they're chatting and they're chatting and they're chatting. So I want you to imagine that these people, they're standing in a group and they're constantly chatting. And one of the people in the group who's always there and participating, and these are their friends, says, hey guys, I've got this training coming up. Everyone in the group is going to be like, oh, cool. Yeah, that's great. I'm coming. Yeah, I'll tell everybody. Oh, so much fun. I'm so excited. Now imagine everyone's standing in this group and they're chatting and you walk in, you're like, hey, I'm a total stranger, but I've got a training too. Do you want to come? And they're like, who's the weirdo? What is that? Like, well, who is that? That's the crickets. Okay. And so what I'm going to show you is how to model this analogy and leverage LinkedIn organic. Yeah. Relate to this? No one else ever got crickets? No, just me? Okay. I used to get crickets. It was so unnerving. And then I would of course, then you delete it because you're like, okay, nobody liked this. Nobody cared. I'm going to make it go away so nobody sees it. And so the first thing you must do is choose your party. Okay. Now I obviously choose the LinkedIn party. I do run Instagram also for any of you who've seen me there. But overall, I have the team help me a lot with Instagram, my staff. And a lot of LinkedIn is really just me. You got to choose the party that you like, that you resonate with, that you're willing to show up at. Yes, you can train a VA, right, a virtual assistant or a personal assistant to manage it for you. We teach how to do that. We actually have a whole bonus training on how to have a VA manage your LinkedIn so that it works, because bots don't work. Understand though, that if this is not a space that resonates with you, if it's not a party you're going to show up at, you're going to have a lot of trouble leveraging organic. Okay. And organic means not investing money, investing time, energy instead of money. So when you're limited on one, not the other, yeah, most people have one and not the other. The struggle is when you have too little of both or too much of both, right? People who have, and there is a problem of too much time and too much money, right? That's an issue. Actually, I know everyone's like, really, I'll take that issue, but it is a problem. And there's too little time, too little money. But as long as you have more of one or the other, and when you have more time than money, you leverage organic. And you can get organic replicable, you need to show up. All right, one of my guys, let's call him Dan. I didn't see any Dans here today. So Dan came to me, this is years ago already, at least 2-3 years ago. And he was paying this company to run his social media, and they had him everywhere, LinkedIn and Twitter and blog posts and HubSpot onto Facebook and Instagram. And like they had, you know, the type, right? He was all over and he was getting zero business. We made one tiny change and he closed, I don't know, what was it, like 3-5 deals in the first 2 months? Like it was like a ridiculous switch and it cost him a fraction. And the only switch we did was we took him off of everything and put him just on LinkedIn because he was a professional services provider, right? LinkedIn is ideal if you're in the professional services space, and listening to all your intros, many, probably most of you are in the professional services space. And there are other things that'll work on LinkedIn. I've even seen artists making it. It's a little harder. It's not a natural environment for that. But if you're in any level of professional services, LinkedIn was built for you. But if you're everywhere, which he was, then you're nowhere. And you get what I call empty restaurant syndrome. This is the crickets. Okay, I want you to imagine I grew up in Brooklyn, New York. There's a lot of food there, a lot. Okay, and there's this one area that was very close to where I used to live. We used to call it like Restaurant Row, right? Like restaurant, like tons of them. So I want you to imagine, guy, he's got a restaurant. He's like, okay, like we got to open the store. And I'm like, oh, we're not ready. No, we got to open it. And he opens it on Restaurant Row, where everybody's always walking to go to the eateries, right? And they walk up and down. Once upon a time when people walked and ate at eateries, you know, things like that, long, long time ago and far away. And his restaurant with the giant glass windows is just always empty. If you are on all the social media platforms, but you're not paying attention to them, all anyone sees of you are your crickets. All they see is that nobody cares about any of your posts. So if you're sitting here going, no, but I got to be everywhere, but I got to show up, but I got to have an Instagram, but I should even have a YouTube, and I got to be, all that happens is that you get empty restaurant syndrome. Everyone's walking by, they're looking at you like, oh, this guy's a little pathetic. Okay, pick one platform and focus your energy. Show up at one party and get involved. And when you focus your energy like that, it's a game changer. It's a game changer. Okay. Once you choose your party, now you've just got 3 things you need to do to make it work for you. That's it. I'm going to keep it so super simple. Number 1, got to get dressed for the party, right? There were a couple LinkedIn profile people who were introducing themselves here. They've definitely put their information in the chat. So there are a lot of people that help with updating your LinkedIn profile. That's your getting dressed. Yeah, you go to a networking event, you want to be professional. I'm not going to go deep in here. Just understand that there are real tools. I'll tell you later, another training I'm doing tomorrow. I'm going to go deeper. I have a longer time. But your LinkedIn profile is professional. Okay. Your picture is not like you and your wife, you and your cat, a pretty sunset, you looking pensive sideways, right? This is not it. You want to use LinkedIn to get clients. Your profile is you showing up at the party. I want you friendly. I want you engaged. I want you smiling. I want you looking like someone that I want to meet and talk to. You want LinkedIn people to come and talk to you and become your clients, then look like the kind of person that wants to be spoken to. Yes? Okay. Nods help. I am looking at you. Okay. No, this is the no, this is the yes. This is a yes in India, in case you're wondering, okay? You can give me any version. We're multinational, learn all cultures. Focus in your energy. Choose your platform, then dress appropriately for that platform, and that is why that change works. Because when you try to be everywhere, you don't match. You're showing up in a suit at the kid's birthday party and in jeans at the wedding. And okay, in Israel they do that, but most of the world they don't. So nobody understands who you are. You just don't fit, right? They look at you like, oh, you guys look a little funny, right? Why is he wearing the clown tie? This isn't the costume benefit. What's going on? So dress appropriately for the event you're going to. And on LinkedIn, it's optimizing your profile. There are 10 key profile elements the way I teach them. To be friendly, to be engaging, to tell people what you do, and to look like the kind of person people want to engage with. That's one. The second thing you need to do is join the conversation. And here's where I'll spend a little more time today based on your requests, right? Because you wanted to know about the post, you wanted to know about the algorithm, you wanted to know how to engage people and how to get people following you and what to post on. So I'm going to focus my energy in here. And that's why I glossed over part 1. The feed is the floor of the networking event, right? Like when you think about it, you walk into a networking event, there's a floor and there's people standing around. That's the feed. People are standing there talking, they're in conversations, and groups are garbage on LinkedIn, by the way. So if you're trying to do group on LinkedIn, just don't bother, okay? They're useless. Groups are everything on Facebook. They are useless on LinkedIn, period. End of story, done, okay? Just take my word for it. If you need me to explain it, I will. Just, useless. Business pages are fairly useless. Also, they're nice just to give you your own icon on your resume part of your profile in the experience section. I've got a lot of little of those things. You can ask me some at the end. I'll stick around for a Q&A. So now that's my train of thought. Hold on, it's coming back into the station. Choo-choo. Okay, on the floor and everybody's talking, groups are garbage. And so you are either starting a conversation at this event that people are gonna join and talk about whatever you're putting out there, or you're joining conversations that other people are talking about. And here's the fun thing, there's a party manager. There's a guy or gal or robot, whatever you want to call it, that is managing this entire party, that's following you around all the time. Put a little tracker on you. And they're seeing what conversations you're listening to and what conversations you're participating in and what everyone is saying. And they're maneuvering because their goal is to keep everyone at the party. The party manager wants everyone at the party. The more you stay at the party, the happier the party manager is. Yeah, party manager equals algorithm. Yes, with me? Nods, yeses in the chat will help. Yes, okay, those of you who are spacing out, if you're sleeping or frozen, we'll forgive you. Those of you who fall asleep sitting up, I envy you. I don't know how to do that. Okay. The algorithm is trying to make sure that you stick around. That's its job. And so it is going to try to introduce you to people that you want to chat with. It's going to try to show you conversations that you're going to want to engage with. And it's going to try to show everyone else the same. So if you say something at the party, right, if everyone at the party is talking about getting more clients, right, there's a whole group of people at the party talking about getting clients. And so you say, hey, I got a whole great tip about getting clients. Party manager be like, hey, I got a lot of people who want to hear that. Hey, David, come here. He's talking about getting clients. Barbara, you too. Yeah, he's talking about getting clients. Anita, he's talking about getting clients. Didn't you want to hear that? That's what the party manager does. That's the algorithm. So hacking the algorithm is really just learning to make friends with the party manager. And when you think of it like this, it starts to fall into place. Understand one more thing, and this is important. Psychologically, all social media feeds run on the psychological principle of randomized reward. Okay, this was discovered and popularized by B.F. Skinner. I think it was the early 1900s. He's a behavioral scientist, psychologist, I guess you'd call it. And he did these experiments on mice, which was what type of behavior is most addictive. This is why gambling works. You'll understand this. Have you guys ever studied this? Just shoot me like yeses or nos in the chat. Anyone studied B.F. Skinner? Anyone studied randomized reward? I don't know how repetitive it is. I got some no's, I got some yeses. Okay, so mixed. So some of you, this will be a review. Randomized reward is insanely addictive, right? So they would give mice a pellet, right? They would hit a lever, get a pellet, hit a lever, get a pellet, hit a lever, get a pellet. Great. When they hit a lever and got no pellet, hit a lever, got no pellet, they would just stop hitting the lever because the food stopped coming out. Yeah. And they tried it in all different ways. And they tried it if they hit it and if they punished them and they electric shocked them. And here's what they found. When they would hit a lever, get a pellet, hit a lever, no pellet, hit a lever again, pellet. Oh, hit a lever, no pellet, hit a lever, no pellet, hit a lever, no pellet, hit a lever, pellet. Hit it, pellet. Hit it, nothing, hit it, nothing, hit it, pellet, right? Anyone getting the sense of a slot machine now? Yeah, okay. They found when the reward was randomized, when you never knew when the reward was going to come, even when they extinguished, the mice were hitting that lever forever because they never know when it's going to come. And that is how your feed is rigged. Your feed is rigged. Oh, no, okay, no. Oh, you ever notice that? Every social media platform. What, you think the party manager doesn't know who the interesting people are? He hasn't figured it out right now. Who's got crowds of people around them all the time? Of course he does. But he needs, because the most addictive behavior is randomized reward. So the party manager is always going to make sure you get a little bit of junk, right? At LinkedIn, they're not going to irritate you too much, right? Facebook, they're looking to get your hackles up emotionally, right? That's why it's more the reunion party, right? It's all the drama. So Facebook, they're looking to give you basically confirmation bias and the thing that annoys you the most, because that just gets people super riled up. But it's still in the pattern of meh, 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 oh, meh, oh. And you never know, right? You ever find you're scrolling through social media and you're like, oh, that's interesting. That's not, oh, that's interesting. You never know when the interesting thing's gonna come. So you keep going because you don't know. That is how it works. And so when you post good content, the party manager is going to throw a ton of people your way, because the party manager needs a certain percentage of good content in everyone's feeds. And regrettably, there's more uninteresting content than very engaging content. We'll just be very kind, okay? There's some utter garbage, yeah. But the party manager is constantly looking for those people who are very interesting, for those things that people want to engage with, and it needs to put a certain amount of those in everybody's feed. So you want to be friends with the party manager. The way you do that is you share things that the party manager wants to share. Okay, so you are going to be out there and you're going to look for the conversations that are happening, that people are engaging with. Now, where does this actually dovetail and turn into clients? When you know what you do and you know who you do it for, then you want to hunt down what are your target audience people discussing. This is where it all starts to come together. So when you know who your people are, right? Let's say your people are, I want to be a little more niche, right? Healthcare companies over $1 million. Let's say you've niched your demographic down. Let's say it's a psychographic target where it's people who don't understand social media. Okay, so however you've niched your people, whether it's on a psychographic, a way they think and see the world, or whether it's on a demographic, something you might find on a census, find those people on LinkedIn. LinkedIn makes it so easy, guys, so ridiculous easy. Now, if you don't have Sales Navigator or LinkedIn Premium, which I don't, and I never have, LinkedIn will limit your searches. So if you ever search, so if you're searching for a category, use the LinkedIn search box and the LinkedIn search feature. If you're ever looking for an individual, do not use the LinkedIn search feature unless you want them to cut you off. They will limit the amount of searches you do each month. Use Google. Type in Estie Rand LinkedIn and Google will give you that person's LinkedIn profile. Otherwise, you're going to max out on your LinkedIn searches. But use the LinkedIn search feature because it's super, super sophisticated. Right? People used to pay tens of thousands of dollars for access to lists like this. You understand the world we live in now? To get a list like this, where they have a database of what, I don't know, 720 million last time I checked, indexed all over the world by position, history, background interest, company size, earnings. Come on. Literally, all you have to do is figure out who you want to talk to and say, hey, LinkedIn, I want to talk to those people. LinkedIn's like, okay, yeah, here, I got a whole bunch of them for you. And it doesn't charge you. Come on. Okay, use the tool. You can then see what are they talking about. Now you can start first to engage with them on their posts. Okay, so now if you're super dynamic and you're super friendly and you're the kind of person that would show up at the party and everyone's talking in a group and you would say something and suddenly all eyes are on you, go ahead and begin with posting. That's your personality. But if you're the kind of person that shows up at the party and not everyone notices you right away, and it's like a little awkward for you to just like get out there, just start with commenting. Comment on the people you want to engage with. Comment on the content you want to see more of. Right? In our LinkedIn team program, a bunch of people were telling me they were having trouble finding content to even comment on. And so you need to train the algorithm. You need to train the party manager what you like to see. Remember, it's following you. It's got a little tracker dot on you at all times. So anything you slow down on, it's like, oh, she likes that. Anything you click to read more on, she likes that. Any video you watch a second or more of, oh, she likes that. So the party manager is always behind you going, do you like this? Do you like this? Do you like that? No, you don't like that? Okay. Do you like that? What about that? Do you like that person? No, that person. And so the more whatever you do is your conversation with the algorithm. Does that make sense? Are we following me? So if you want to see more of something specific, engage more with that thing. Write on that topic. It's indexing the words. Okay, hashtags are mostly poop also on LinkedIn. They're fairly garbage, but using 2 or 3 consistently, having a personal hashtag is fun. A lot of people do that. You've seen mine, Clarity and Sunshine. You can do that. You can have 1 or 2 other ones. Hashtags don't do much. LinkedIn indexes the words in the posts as well. So if you want to be in the conversation about marketing, then always be commenting things about marketing, always be talking about marketing, always be posting about marketing, and you will be in the marketing conversation. You want to be in the conversation about insurance. Post about insurance, comment on things about insurance, comment on your target audience with things that might reference insurance. Get into the conversations. Yeah? The more you're in the conversation, the more the party manager's like, oh, people are paying attention here. Is this making sense? Or am I resonating with you? Yes. Did you know all of this before? Is any of this new? No, you didn't know all this before. Okay, so I'm teaching you new things. Great. I'm glad. I like to do that. Now, just a couple basic rules. Never post and ghost. Never post and ghost. Because this is what you've just done. You're at the party. You're like, hey guys, I got this great thing going on. And here's a cool tip on clients. Okay, cool. Did anybody comment? Not yet? Okay, hang on. You know, maybe I should just delete this. And no one seems, that's literally what you've just done. Okay, do not post and ghost because you've just offered something and then you've left. And the party manager's like, well, she left. No one's gonna be talking here. Okay, they know when you're there and when you leave. They know when you sleep and when you're awake and when you're good and when you're bad. Okay, they know. Do not post and ghost. Post and stay. Okay, so if you don't have a lot of immediate engagements on your posts, then post and then comment on other people's stuff so that you're sticking around. Tell people. Leverage pods. What's a LinkedIn pod? A pod is just a group of people who share their content with each other if they're interested in engaging with each other's content, because that first hour makes a big difference. So like we turned from the LinkedIn 15 training program, we turned our Telegram group into a pod, right? So people who've been in the program can share with other people who've been in the program. And if they're around, they'll comment on that post. And the sooner you get engagement on your post, because again, party manager, you say something, party manager's like, does anyone care? Does anyone care? Does anyone care? Oh, yes, he cares. Okay, maybe he'll care too. Oh, yeah, she cares too. Okay, and then start sharing it. But when you post and no one comments and you've left, you get your crickets. Get it? Okay, never post and ghost. First hour really matters. First line matters. First few seconds of your video matters. The beginning really matters, right? Confucius says beginning is half. Yes, I'm sure there's a chazal on that too, okay? But that very beginning of whatever your post is, first few lines, first few seconds of a video, those really matter, right? So on Facebook, people go on Facebook like, hey everyone, I'm so excited today to, you lost them, gone, right? I've got an amazing hack to save you hundreds on your insurance today. I'm listening. What you got? Get it? Hook, 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 hook. Beginning is half. All right, so that's just that was a whole lot of tips on the algorithm. But if you remember only one thing, it's play nice with the party manager. What you wouldn't do at a real live event, don't do on LinkedIn. That's really it. What you wouldn't say to a real live person, you wouldn't say on LinkedIn. If you had a real event and everyone was standing around and someone said something, right, which is the equivalent of a post about, they're looking for help with X, right? And so people are all engaged. Oh, hey, here's a cool tip. And yeah, I can maybe help you. And here's the thing. And you come in with, well, our company offers these and these services and we are a premier provider. And they're like, what's wrong with you? This is not how people talk. It's a conversation. It's a conversation. This is how you play nice with the algorithm. and I will tell you the next step, and then I'll show you how you can manage your time on LinkedIn and still use it to get the clients. So you've shown up at this incredible 24/7 networking event, all spiffy, friendly, looking good, saying what you do for people, having your profile up to date, legitimate, that when people would meet you in person, you wouldn't look suddenly 10 or 15 years older. Yeah, that matters. All these good things, okay? And then you've engaged in the feed, KLT. People like to do business with people they know, like, and trust. Yeah, a bunch of you have heard of me. You haven't met me in person. How do you? I meet people in person sometimes like, Estie, I know you might not know me, but I think I know you very well. I've been following your content for a while. And so they know me. They know me because I talk to them all the time. I talk through my content. I talk through my comments. Get to know people. This is organic social media. I have spoken with and worked with experts all over the world in marketing and social media and sales. The shortcuts that you use with paid still don't bypass the conversations. Have conversations with people, engage with them, get to know them, let them get to know you. Who do you want to do that with? With your ideal audience. And then you want to try to take this offline. So at any and every opportunity, you are moving people off of LinkedIn and onto a phone call. That is how LinkedIn turns into business. Business isn't closed in the feed. Imagine you're at a networking event. Everyone's chatting, they're talking, they're standing around. No one's shaking hands and signing papers, right? They say, oh, let's go off to the side, right? That's the DMs, the direct messages. They say, you know what, let's get on a call tomorrow. Here's my card, and we'll follow up. So take people aside into the DM and then take them off LinkedIn. That is what you're looking for. So you're looking to engage in the conversations, tell people what you do, show them who you are, look if they're needing your help, just like I showed you in the beginning of this, right? Tell people what you do, tell people what you need, and then actually pay attention to both. Pay attention if anybody is providing what you need so you can reach out to them and make that connection. Pay attention if anyone is asking for what you do so that you can offer help. I saw a guy post about, must have been a connection of mine. I saw him post about something he was struggling with in LinkedIn that I teach in one of my free trainings that I had online. So I just shot him a DM. I said, hey, I saw your post today. I actually teach that in a free training. Do you want the link? He said, sure. I said, great. And he bought my course. We're friends now. So just look where people are looking for what you do. This makes sense. I know it's not rocket science. I've had people sometimes say, Estie, this is too easy. It must be harder. You made it a little too easy. It must be more complicated. Where's all the complications? And I am telling you, and Teresa can tell you, and Aviel can tell you, it isn't. This is what we teach, and people get real results, not just me. Regular people. That was so rude of me. People who are not experienced on LinkedIn, okay? People who are not marketers and salespeople from the time they were in utero, okay? Use this pathway. It just works because it's how humans interact. Yes? You with me? Okay. So I know I threw a lot at you in a short amount of time. And I do have more resources for you. So I'm doing a free live training tomorrow, a more extended one that I'm going to give the link to Heshy and Yitzi. They can email it out to you. And I also do have, as Aviel and Teresa mentioned, I don't know if anyone else here was in my program, I have the LinkedIn 15. So here's your time management piece. I don't think you need more than 15 minutes a day on LinkedIn. Yes, as you start to take off and your star rises, you might spend more time there. You might enjoy spending more time there. Cool, right? But what I teach and what we do is 15 minutes a day. So our whole training, LinkedIn 15, is 15 minutes a day for 15 days. That's all you need to get it all set up and to learn everything you need. And then ongoing, once you graduate, you're spending 15 minutes a day. So first you're spending your 15 minutes getting set up, learning everything. Again, I threw a lot at you. There's a whole lot more. And then you're spending 15 minutes a day. First 5 minutes, I want you to be connecting with people. Okay, I didn't talk a lot about connecting today. There's 3 different ways to connect with people. There's passively through the LinkedIn suggestions and training the algorithm to give you the right people. There is actively through search, and then there is through the feed. Okay, but first 5 minutes are making connections, between 30 and 50 a day. We used to be able to do 150 a day. It was amazing. The platform's cracking down. Okay, it's getting lower and lower. Every year, every like 6 months, we actually see they put it lower. Don't worry if you do too many, it'll just give you a warning. You're doing too many. Are you a bot? Slow down. Then just slow down. It'll be fine. Okay. Then the next 5 minutes, I want you to spend commenting in the feed. Okay, if you're posting that day, you can post and understand that when you post every day, it cannibalizes your previous posts. If you didn't know this, if you think that, well, if I post every day, people are going to see me more. No, because what you've just done is you've been like, hey guys, I got this great thing for you. And everyone's talking, we're talking. And then you're like, hey guys, I got this other great thing for you. It's like, well, okay, well, you finished saying that, you're saying a new thing now. And unless you had a ridiculous, like my post from, 2 weeks ago, I think it hit like 140,000, something like that, views. It went really big. So it's still rolling. It has like 3,500 likes and stuff. Like you can see that. So something that takes off that much, it'll keep rolling for like a week or two. I'll still see that like show up in my notifications. But most posts have about 1 to 3 days traction. And if you post again 4 hours later, the one from 4 hours ago, they'll stop. They'll stop sharing it, right? Unless it was really, really amazing. So just be aware you're going to cannibalize your own content if you post too often, which some people like to do, and that's fine, right? Joe and I, we co-host together. We have completely different opinions on LinkedIn. He likes to post every day. He wants 1,000 people to see him 1,000 times. I'm kind of cool if 1 million people see me like 4, 5, 10 times. Like that's fine. I'm okay with that. So everyone's got a different opinion. So Joe posts every day, sometimes multiple times a day. I post once every week or two. And some of my posts get 3,500 likes. So it's different. There's no right or wrong. It's what you want to be doing. It's how you want to gain the car. I like to go to the event and get the 1,000 people crowd. It's just fun for me. It's fun. Oh, that's my train of thought. That right. LinkedIn 15. So your last 5 minutes after you've been in the feed for 5 minutes, commenting. And again, as you train the algorithm for what you want to see, it's going to show you more of what you want. And I always show everyone in the training, I show them my feed and they're like, Estie, my feed doesn't look like your feed, right? I'm not getting all these quality posts to comment on. I said, you didn't train the algorithm yet. The party manager, I've been talking for a long time. He knows exactly what I like, right? We're friends. We chat a lot. So just get to know him. He's going to get you free drinks on the house. Like you're good. Don't worry. Okay. And then the last 5 minutes, go into the DMs. Send private messages to people, right? Answer people who are engaging with you, reach out to people who you think would be interesting. And again, there is a science to this. It didn't have a billion hours to teach it to you, but that is how you can time manage on LinkedIn. And it doesn't turn into an energy suck, and it turns into clients instead of a vortex that eats your life force. Okay. Link. Yes. I can give you a link if I write to everyone. If you want to see more details, if you go to connections.com/the-LinkedIn15. Pretty sure that's it. If not, I should really check, right? It's either the LinkedIn 15 or just plain LinkedIn 15. Pretty sure this is it. Yes, I got the link right. Okay, if you go to connectionsclients.com/the-LinkedIn15, you'll see more about it, all the details, and a ridiculous discount. Like I just shared this program with a guy who builds programs like this. He's like, Estie, this is at least a $300 program. And he's like, people would pay $1,000 for it. We sell it for $100. Like I told you, LinkedIn for me is a gift to give people. It's not, and Teresa and Aviel can attest. It works. So that's LinkedIn 15. That's your time management protocol. You can do this in 15 minutes a day if you're consistent. That consistency is what makes it, okay? Because you're showing up at the party every day, 15 minutes. You're doing your connections, so you're meeting people, you're engaging in the feed, so you're conversing, and you're getting to them, so you're taking people aside. This will translate. You have my absolute guarantee. This will translate. And I want you to know also, wherever you are in your business, right? Whether it's going well, you just want it to be better, whether you're struggling and you're trying to figure it out, whether it's going up and down, whether COVID hit you really hard or not, there is no ladder you can't climb. There's no level of success you can't get to. And I've been in those places. I got to start my business 4 times. We're on version 4.0 now. It's really fun. Each time we build it better. every business has its ups and downs. You know, you see people and you see them wherever they are and you're like, oh, you know, they must have had this like great ride. Yeah, okay, everyone's got bumps, but they must have had like, you know, speed bumps. I've got like, you know, Grand Canyon pits. There is nothing that you cannot accomplish. Just climb every ladder one rung at a time. Okay? Don't get out there, post on LinkedIn, and then be like, well, I only got 3 comments. Awesome, you got 3 comments. Next time, go for 4. Next time, go for 5. Then go for 7. Go for 12. Right? Pretty soon, you'll be getting hundreds, and you'll be like, oh my gosh, I remember the days when I only got crickets. Climb any ladder one rung at a time, and you will get anywhere and everywhere you want to go. Do I have time for Q&A? I'm happy to answer questions.
I guess at this point, everybody who's still here, which is most of the people, you know, this is definitely longer than our typical program, but, you know, everybody is welcome to go back to work and do what they want, or stick around for Q&A and stick around for the breakout room. So we're not holding anybody hostage.
Heshy, can they just tell me in the chat, like, I want to know, was this helpful? And if yes, what was the most helpful piece that I taught you? Because I was leveraging what you told me. You are so welcome. Tell me, was this helpful? Heshy, did I teach you anything new?
Yeah, I love your phrases. The post, what was that?
Don't post and ghost.
Yeah, I mean, those are really, you know, things I can use. I could, you know, those are phrases that will be great. Yeah, some of the things like that were really great. The party, the parable with the party manager as the algorithm. That's also a great a great way of putting it. Yeah, I definitely appreciated that too. In general, I think this is all information that people, you know, the 15-minute rule, but you know how you have one approach, Joe has another approach. It's all, but you know, the goal is the same. You know, I definitely was helpful for me. Absolutely.
Okay, good. I'm so glad. Thank you. And yeah, because I do a lot of these trainings, when you tell me the things that are helpful to you, you help me help you and everyone else, right? Because then I do more of that stuff. So thank you. And I am doing another extended training tomorrow. I shall give you the information. You can
sure, and we can send that out.
Yeah, and if you do want to check out the program, it's connectionstoclients.com/the-LinkedIn15.
You want to put it in the chat there?
Yeah, I did before, but I can do it again.
Okay, put it in again. And Yitzi, let's add the chat again, the sign up again for the Excel spreadsheet for all those who didn't fill it out.
Yes, sir.
Let me give you, Yitzi, I'm going to give you the host. You're the host now, Yitzi. And I guess we'll take questions now. If anybody has questions, we'll try to
ghost.
What?
Don't host the ghost.
Don't post and ghost. And it's so funny because when I explain it to you, it's so intuitive. You're like, why would I ever do that? But when you don't, so many people do exactly that. Like that's the last thing they do. They post and then they shut down LinkedIn for the next however long. And then they come back, they're like,
yeah, I know a few people like that who are sitting in this room, but I'm not going to say names.
Like it didn't go well. Maybe I should just delete it. Nobody seemed interested. I don't know what I did wrong. That's what you did wrong.
All right, so we're not holding anybody hostage here. Everybody is free to stick around, free to leave. We're not going to be offended if you leave at this point. I know everybody's got to get back to work, but you know, anybody has any questions, unmute yourself and just shoot out.
Fire away.
Fire away. Don't be shy. Don't ghost.
I think we should unmute them all.
Okay, you want to unmute everybody?
And you're going to have a cacophony. You'll have a cacophony because everyone's background noise.
Anyone have any questions?
I guess my training was just so super clear.
Right on,
I covered everything anyone would ever want to know about LinkedIn. They have no other questions whatsoever on LinkedIn or anything marketing or life related.
Yeah, they all seem to agree with that.
Okay. So I have a question.
There you go.
You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
So my question, I think I may have missed this. I'm not sure if you, like when you're trying to train the algorithm, right? Let's say I just want to focus in on a particular profession for those that I want to engage with, like financial advisors as an example, right? So how do I train my algorithm to focus in on that?
So if you use the LinkedIn search tool and you search for financial advisors, and you can search for them in any geographic location or niche or anything, and then I would keep that list open. I would connect to those people. I would look for who's posting content and when they posted. And LinkedIn Sales Navigator always show this, but actually the LinkedIn organic now shows you how many posts someone's done. It's unbelievable. Like the tools just keep getting better and better and better, and they're free. It's insane. You
And
can see who's
can you
active.
narrow it down by, geographic?
Yeah, of course. Let me show you. I'll give you a quick, I will give you a quick tutorial. So here, let me share screen. No, this is insanely valuable, guys. This is like, the LinkedIn search tool is ridiculous. So you can click here and search, okay? And then I can search for financial advisors, okay? I can search in jobs, in services, in people. So I want to look in people because I want people who are financial advisors.
Right.
Okay. Then I can go to all filters. I can see who in my network already is a financial advisor. So who's, right? If I show results, it'll show only who I am already connected to. That's a financial advisor. And if I want to see just second and third plus, right? Because maybe I want only second people who are connected to people that I know because I want warm intros, or if I just want anyone that I can see on LinkedIn, then I can give it locations. These are the ones I already have set up. I can add any location I want, and I can click multiple of them. I can do any geographic locations I want. I can do any company that they work for. See people who work as financial advisors for any company, whoever worked for any company or companies, whatever schools they went to, again, financial services industry, but I can see people who are associated with other industries as well, right? What language, what they're open to, the categories they align with, any specific people. And this is part of the free tool.
Wow.
Then you find these people and then you start engaging with them. Now, these are your people. So you come to the big networking event and there's literally like little spotlights on the people that you want to be talking to. So you can walk around the party and see who's in conversation. So find them, see what they're talking about, see what they're posting about, engage with them in their posts, see when there's an opportunity to engage them in a private conversation in DM and try to move them on a call.
Excellent.
I just wanted to add that this whole strategy is what got you onto this call today.
Huh?
Is it the DMing LinkedIn and stuff is how I got you to get on this call today.
Yes, that is. You just DM'd me. You said, Estie, we have this event. Will you speak for us? And I was like, listen, I love LinkedIn. I love sharing the LinkedIn love and wealth. So sure.
That was awesome.
Yeah, also like LinkedIn, a lot of times you can get people that you wouldn't be able to get through email or other formats. They'll be much more responsive here.
Yeah, it's true. Although if you want a super hack, when the people tip, right, those who have like, hundreds of thousands of followers, like the ones who have like, like 300, 700,000, they get too many DMs. What you do is you find them on a different platform. Hey, I follow you on LinkedIn and I love you there. And can I ask you this question? Because let's say their Instagram is not flooded. Their LinkedIn is flooded. They won't see you. So there's like a tipping point, right? The super influencers won't see you in their platform of influence, but they'll see you on their other platforms.
Have you done that? Have you tried that? And you got responses from them. Cool.
Yeah, and it works.
What about BizFluence? I was going to post this event on BizFluence, and I'm like, no, I can't do it because we're talking about LinkedIn tips. I'm like, Joe would not appreciate if I did this on BizFluence.
Oh, dear. Such animosity. All right. Any other questions, guys? I think maybe I could do one more, or you guys will just do your breakout rooms.
Last chance, guys.
Last chance. Ooh, I want donuts. Let's go get.
Okay, I guess I guess we're at the end of the show here, the official show. So Estie, thank you so much. That was really great. We really, and like we said, I think it's great. You're our first female speaker in a very long time, and definitely virtually. So very much appreciated. We like the diversity. We don't want to look at ourselves as just a group of Orthodox male business people. So thanks for breaking that stereotype.
No problem.
In person, we had that. At least now in Zoom, we're getting more and more diversity, and I think the later hour helps too. But thank you very much. That was really appreciated. I think everybody enjoyed. I enjoyed. So thank you for your time, and we really appreciate it.
You are welcome, and thank you guys for playing along with me.
Okay, you well. Take care. Yitzi, let's get the breakout rooms rolling.
Okay, we got 12. Well, we're breaking down. We got 10 people left.
All right, so we'll do two. Want to just leave it open? Do we need to break our rooms?
No, I don't think we need at this point, so
Yeah.
everyone can
You know,
get on here. We can just break
Everybody?
out.
Okay.
Makes sense?
Yeah, let's just leave everybody here with no need for a breakout room with 10 people.
Okay, 9
people.
We'll give it like 5 minutes, and then if anyone's still here, please turn on your videos so we can actually see you guys. Mickey, where are you?
Mickey, we didn't hear you before. We didn't see you before.
There you are.
Oh.
Were you the dentist? Oh my gosh. Okay. Go back on.
Oh, I should turn off.
Hey guys, I'm joining the party with the dentist.
Oh my god.
Yitzy, can you? Why don't you stop the recording?
That's a good idea, right? How do you do that?
On the bottom. Give me controls and I'll do it.
Stop
You got it?
Stop recording it.